Good morning and welcome back to another video. We're gonna do another what I eat in a day because you guys loved it so much. I also posted a little what I eat in a day on Instagram and everyone was asking me for the ingredients and how to make the things that I made. So I thought for this video, I'm gonna show you guys here on YouTube what I'm eating in a day, but also everything that I'm making and how I make it, just kind of like I did last time. But then, so if you save this video from Instagram, you can go ahead and look here on YouTube how to make the actual meals that I showed you guys. A disclaimer, I still am in a calorie deficit, so I'm having about 1700 calories because I am breastfeeding. And so I just wanted to put a disclaimer for that. You guys can add more or less, whatever your guys' goals are or whatever it may be, but I just wanted to tell you guys that if you guys want like a step-by-step on how I measure all of my food and what I use to track and all that, that's going to be in the last what I eat in a day. I think that was 2 or 3 videos ago. It's the only what I eat in a day that's on my channel so far, so you guys will be able to find it really easy. But that will show you guys like why I'm in a calorie deficit, how much weight I need to lose, how I track, what I track with, everything like that. So starting off, I have been drinking water all morning long, then I got ready, and then now I'm having my whole milk latte. I do 1 cup of whole milk, 3 shots, oh wait, no, I did 2 shots of espresso this time. 2 shots of espresso. I've been doing maple syrup, but I actually just got this monk fruit because I know that it's a really good alternative to adding more calories and more sugar, and it's not bad for you like a Splenda or something like that. So I just bought this monk fruit and I did 1 teaspoon in there with some cinnamon, and it's really good. You can make it iced, but this is what I start off for the day, and then I will come back when it's breakfast time. It's breakfast time. I've already started eating. I'm eating my overnight oats. I filmed last night how to make them, so I'm going to insert the clips now. But this has like over 40 grams of protein, and I just make them the night before. I make it in a pack of 4. I'll also share these glasses with you guys. I'll put them on my I'll put them on the description down below, the link from Amazon. But they're great. I actually like how big they are because then you can actually like mix and stir them without anything coming out. I know there's like a smaller version, but these ones are my favorite. So I just eat these really yummy overnight oats, and this keeps me full all the way until lunchtime, and that's around like 1-ish, 2. So these are my new favorite. It's now lunchtime and I'm gonna be making truly the yummiest sandwiches. They're so good. So I'm gonna be making these steak sandwiches with some cheese and arugula and mustard and balsamic vinegar. They're so good. I'm gonna show you guys step by step how I make it, but these are definitely a favorite for us that we make weekly. So I'm gonna put you guys over in the corner so you guys can see how I cook. The only thing is the lighting is really bad over here, but it's the only way that I can show you how I cook it, so sorry. So what you're gonna need is a baguette. I get sourdough, I just go and get a fresh one. They go bad really quickly, so make sure when you buy one, you're using it within like 18 to 24 hours and have them double bag it because baguettes get hard really easy. So I have a sourdough baguette. And then I just have a New York steak, just 1 piece of steak, grass-fed. And then I have some Havarti cheese that we're gonna melt on top of it in the oven. Some arugula. And then I have some butter and garlic, salt and pepper that we're gonna use for the steak. And then a little bit of the Dijon mustard. Okay, so starting off with the steak, it's really simple. I'm gonna show you guys how to make the perfect steak that's not on the grill. A lot of people like to leave the fat, but I am just cutting this side right here to get all that fat off. And all I'm gonna use is some pink Himalayan salt. I use quite a bit. Coat that, and then with some pepper. And I just pat it in. I'm doing this in a cast iron. You don't have to. We have done it before in a pan and it worked really good too. Just the cast iron I feel like adds a little bit more flavor, but it's definitely not needed. So I start off with 2 tablespoons of some butter. I like to use the Kerrygold salted. And then I'm just gonna use some minced garlic. I use about this much, I'd say like a teaspoon. So you're gonna get this butter melted and you're gonna make sure that it's super high. And that's the biggest thing with making a steak inside your house compared to a grill, is you're needing it to be really hot. So cook down this garlic a little bit until it's browned and all of the butter is very hot. Once the butter and garlic are super hot, you want it to be really hot because you want to be able to sear the steak. Then you're just gonna get your steak and lay it right in the middle. Roman's playing with some plastic cups, if you can hear him. One thing with the cast iron is it gets super hot, so make sure you put a glove on. And then you get the butter, and I'm gonna start putting it all over the steak. It's been like this for about 3-4 minutes, so you can go ahead and turn it over. And you see how it's nice and crispy? That is what you want. Then once it's like that, as well on each side, then I go ahead and I put it like this, because I want it to be nice and brown on all the sides. You can put a little extra butter, and that garlic is just gonna add a lot more flavor. Then sear the other side. And then you just cook it until what you like. I like more of a medium compared to a medium rare. I have my oven on broil. I'm gonna get my baguette. It's already sliced in half, so just lay it on each side. And I'm going to let it just warm up for a couple minutes. I'm letting the steak cool down, so I'm gonna assemble everything else. You don't wanna cut the steak until the very last minute so that the juices really stay in there. I'm gonna start off with this mustard. So we're gonna use some arugula. Let's do the first cut. Oh, it's perfect. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just make it into thin little slices. So that's what it looks like. You're just gonna go ahead and start stacking the meat. And you're gonna get the Havarti cheese. And you wanna do it pretty quickly because you want it to kind of soften and melt on there. We're gonna finish off with some balsamic glaze right over. And there you have it, the perfect steak sandwich. It is now dinner time. I actually made my dinner last night. So I make this really yummy, it's like a lemon chicken orzo soup in an Instapot. So I'm not gonna cook for you guys dinner since I have an entire pot worth. But it's one of, come here. It's one of my favorite soups. And he can eat it with his allergy. So this is definitely a meal that we eat a lot. And for mine, I just top it off with some more fresh lemon, even though it already has a lot of lemon in there. And then I do some tapatio hot sauce, and it's so yummy and good, and it's good for you. Every time I make dinner, I always double the recipe. The reason being is so I don't have to cook so much. And so I'll double the recipe so that I'm making dinner every other night. And so I made this soup last night, we'll eat it tonight, and then I'll make something new tomorrow. But I just wanted to show you guys this soup, and I will have it down below because this is definitely something that we eat a lot, huh? And then for after dinner, I always like to have a little sweet treat, whether it's that Just Ingredients hot chocolate that I've shown before. Yesterday I made these. They're like sourdough blueberry muffins. So I'll have one of these probably around 8. He's teething and he's very grumpy. So then I'll have one of these around 8, and then I will be done eating for the day. Can I finish my sentence? But I hope that you guys like this, what I eat in a day. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I will put, of course, ingredients, everything down below.